Okay, welcome. Apologies for being half an hour late. I spent like an hour and a half upgrading my stream graphics, as you can already see. Just changed a lot of stuff. I need to show you guys the other screen as well, but the stream is like majorly upgraded. Getting a new microphone, new camera, and a new mouse literally later this week, so I wanted to upgrade the stream before it. Hopefully you like the new graphics, but I don't know, after I changed all the graphics on the stream, my application just wouldn't open, so I had to go deep into the settings, delete files, replace files. I'm not too good with that type of stuff. It took me like half an hour, and I was kind of freaking out, but we're here. Hit that like button. I guess it was kind of bad timing, but this was the launch date for the free trading movement. Sucks it had to be on the worst day in the market in literally months. That's just how it goes sometimes. I mean, look, on the other hand, we really outperformed the market. I'm gonna go to the trades in a second. If you see like right under my camera, it's just showing the subscriber count. We're 10 subscribers away from 1,400. So if you have not hit that subscribe button, hit that button right now. And then the little Falcon YX is like the last person who subscribed. So now whenever somebody subscribes, their name will show there, showing the subscriber count. And when I go to the other stream, you're gonna see a lot more stuff. So get ready for that. But yeah, the website, gotten some good compliments. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. It took me a long time to get this all ready. If you want to join the Discord, go to the website, the link's in the description, and click this banner on the top. Shows like a little intro video about the free trading movement. I might come back to this later in the stream. So then there's like different sections of the website, like Champion Vibe. I now finally have one-on-one classes ready to go. So if you want to schedule that, just hit that link. The daily streams, you're in the daily stream right now. $5 donation from Steven M, ABC and SPR. We can take a look at both. Thank you very much for the donation. And then if you want to see my trade setups, The link for that's also on the website. I already dropped 3 new exclusive Discord trade setups today, and I've dropped like 10 trade setups in the last 24 hours. They didn't even, TradingView stopped me from dropping new trades. They gave me PDT on the trade setups, I guess. So I literally maxed out the amount of trades I could put out, and some of them failed because the market had a terrible day, but the other ones did pretty decently. So if you want to join the Discord, Rooster just dropped the link in the description. Thank you, Steven, for the 5. Then how you can support the FTM, the merch, the tip page, my personal clothing brand, and then educational resources, my free trading course that's on my channel, books that I recommend, the links to them, a bunch of YouTube and Twitter accounts I recommend, TradingView, which is what we always use, Webull links, scanners, like the recommended scanners I use to find my stock picks, weekly trade sheet, which we're going to go to in a second, and then the about and disclaimer. So this is just like the stuff coming out at launch for the website. There's a lot more coming, but hopefully you enjoy it. It took me a long time to set everything up. Free trading movement official launch day was today. Thank you for all the support. Visit the website, check everything out, become a better trader, literally for free. People are charging thousands of dollars to to make you, or to get people into their trading groups and stuff like that. Literally, I'm spending thousands of dollars to put out this stuff for free. So if you support what I'm doing, all I'm asking you to do is visit a website for free and get all of these free tools alongside the stream that we're in right now. Also, the merchandise for the free trading movement is out. As you can see, like the little fireworks in the background are the same thing as the intro. My tip page, my merch page, and my stream are now like the same theme with the fireworks in Miami, because I was in Miami for New Year's. So hopefully you enjoy all the new graphics. The merch is crazy. I named the dad cap the FTM market cap, and I named the mug the cup and handle, just like some trading references. You have the hoodie. I think this is the best color, the red color, and I think this is the best color for the hat. I already ordered literally most of the merch, everything that's like for me. FTM jacket, the champion long sleeve, literally champion vibe, and then the actual brand champion. That's dope. The t-shirt, I think it looks best in white. The trucker hat, shout out guy in hat. The fanny pack, the SPAC butterfly poster, journals, pillows, mouse pads, backpacks, phone cases, literally all of it. If you want to check out the merch, and remember, I'm spending every single hour of every single day working on this stuff, spending money trying to launch all this stuff. So if you want to, support the free trading movement and everything, the link for this is the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. That'll take you to my tip page, and on my tip page there's going to be like a little link to the merch as well. So the merch is out, looks awesome. Let me fix the music 1 second. All right, there we go. Hopefully the audio is good. Might be a little bit loud. Let me put it down just a tad. So yeah, that's the merchandise. Link in the first link in the description and the pinned comment in the chat. You can also send me a tip just like Steven did. And now I think we're just gonna get to like the normal stream, the weekly trades, go over the recap of today, talk about the market, and then we're gonna head on over to the charts and stuff. So are you ready to see like the new overlay? Guy in hat, oh my gosh. That is literally perfect. Like literally perfect. He's the one that wanted me to get it. Guy in hat bought the FTM trucker hat, says, I need this. That was pretty much put on the website for Guy in hat, and then a couple other people also wanted it, so he got the trucker hat. Thank you, Guy in hat, for making the first ever merchandise purchase on stream. So really appreciate that. If anybody else wants to buy any of this merch, this great looking FTM merch, remember, this is not me. The free trading movement is not me. The free trading movement is us. We all are the free trading movement. It's bigger than me, and this is the merchandise for it. If you want to rep the the brand, if you like the logo, if you just like the community, merchandise is the first link in the description, the pinned comment in the chat. So now let's get into the weekly trades. Thank you, Steven, for the $5. I will take a look at your 2 tickers, and then thank you, Guy in hat, for the merchandise purchase. Anybody else wants to support the stream, pinned comment in the chat will take you to the pages. So I think we're gonna go over into the weekly trades now. Look. The market literally, according to the S&P, had the worst day it had in months. First day of the trading year in 2021. For multiple days, probably even over a week, I've been saying to be cautious, just because there was just so much uncertainty. 2020 was already great. What I said on my stream on Sunday night was, I'm really going to be treading lightly. Of course, I'm putting out many trades, but like it's pick and choose at the end of the day. And at the same time, you just got to do your best to not buy things that are up like 300%. You want to buy the value if you are playing long. But yeah, the market just, there's the, the Georgia Senate or something like that, the probability for the Democrats winning or something. I'm not too caught up with politics, but there was some fundamental catalysts for the market drop today, just the first day of 2021 after crazy 2020. There was bearish divergence on the indexes. There was a lot of things. And I didn't know that today was going to be a bad day. I also never predicted anything. I said, literally what I said was, I have no clue what is going to happen, just react. And that is exactly what I did. My portfolio was a little bit red today, but stop losses really helped me from taking on huge losses today. And the winners that we had today, like XPEV, which was up 10%. X also had a nice day. MGY was up like 2%. KNDI, it's only up 2% since the entry, but today I had like a 5% move. And then a lot of the new trades, just in a terrible day in the market when so many things were dumping, most of the trades pretty much did nothing. So doing nothing on a day that everything is dropping like crazy, I would say is, a good thing. So they held up very well. But there were some ones that just failed, and that's what happens when you have a crazy bad day on the market. You do get those failed trades. HYLN is like 1% away from being stopped out. Adobe got stopped out for a 2% loss. BigCommerce, and it actually went down like 4% after getting stopped out. BigCommerce stopped out for a 4% loss, but after it got stopped out, it went down 8%. FUBO, I put out a day trade, just didn't work out, and that was a 5% loss. But after the FUBO trade got stopped out, it went down another like 7% or something. So this is why you use stop losses. And remember, we're only losing 2%, 4%, 5% on these trades, but we're making so much on these trades, and we're just making so much more than we're losing on the losing trades, right? That is risk management. You don't need to even be winning more than half of your trades as long as you have good risk management, where you're making a lot more on your winning trades and you're losing very little on your losing trades. That is what I try to preach. It's what Mitch Ray taught me. He's on the website as well. If we go to education, first YouTube link right here, Mitch Ray. But yeah, so with only 6 of the trades, 6 out of the 21 trades are down. 6 out of 21 trades are down in pretty much the worst day in the market in months. Like, you can't complain. And also the trades that were down, that got stopped out, they went much further down after getting stopped out. So the stop losses that I put on the trades really helped as well. So that's just what it is. Hopefully we get a better day tomorrow. Futures are up a bit. We're gonna go to the charts in a second. But risk management, this is, I've been preparing you. If you've been in the stream, if you've been following me on Twitter, I've been preparing you for a day like this for literally 2 or 3 months now. So if you were managing your risk, and I know that when the market was going crazy high, people were like, yeah, what is risk management? I'm going to go all in these options on this random EV SPAC, and I'm making easy money. And then you get a day like this, and look what happens. This is why you prepare for the worst always, because you never know what's going to happen. You just want to make your profits, compound them, go to a new trade, do the same thing over and over and over again if you're a swing trader, and lose very little on your losing trades. That is your recap of the day. Now we're going to head on over to the charts. I can't wait for everybody to see the overlay. Keep hitting that like button. We need 2 more likes to hit 20 likes on the stream. Just hit that like button. It's literally that simple. If you support the free trading movement, today was the launch day. If you support the FTM, join the Discord, go to the link. It is the second link in the description. And then click this little banner on top to join our Discord community. I put out 3 exclusive trades today, which were BFI, which is up 4%. On a terrible day in the market, BFI went up 4% after the entry. Fisker didn't move at all. It's pretty much at the same price as the entry. And then XL was down like 2%. So join the Discord, and there's over 500 people in that now. So you can just talk to other traders. I post my trade alerts there. Check out the website, join the Discord. I'm literally trying my best to put my life into this and trying to teach people how to trade for free based on what I know. I'm not an expert, but I would consider myself to be pretty well-rounded. I've been able to compound a lot of gains and lose very little on my losing trades. So, if you want to learn from me, if you want to learn from other people, check out the website, join the Discord. I'm not charging $1 for any of this. The only thing that costs money is the one-on-one classes, because if I made the one-on-one classes free, there would be, and I'm not trying to have an ego, there would just be way too many one-on-one classes for me to schedule for it to be operational. And also the amount of value that I can provide in a one-on-one class, if somebody's giving me direct questions for an hour, I can literally answer all of your trading questions. And I'm just going to tell you my straight up my trading style, how I find my place, my whole entire method behind how I've made these profits in the last year. But yeah, overall, I would consider this outperforming the market on the worst day months. If you don't consider it that, That's understandable, but cannot complain with this. Even the crypto trades are up and Bitcoin was down. I think crypto is moving a little bit right now as well. So with all that being said, with showing the website, the merch, which you can get by hitting the pinned comment in the chat, and the weekly trades recap, these are the trades going into the week. I removed some trades from last week just because they were either taking too long to move, or they hit the target or did not hit the target and then pulled back. That is your recap. Let's get to the trades. Who is ready to see the new trading hub? I don't even know if that's the word, but let's move over to the other transition. I don't even know what I'm saying. Let's just get to it. You're going to see it here in a second. So I'm trying to think about how I should do this. That should be good. Welcome. All right. So here's another part of the stream in which I upgraded the graphics for. This is where we're going to be doing that dirty work. This is where we're going to be charting. Hope you enjoy the fireworks in the back. You can see the recent subscriber in the top left. Like above right there, you can see the top donor print in the top middle, and you can see the recent donor to the stream, Stephen M, with the $5 donation. Also, you can see that the chat is there. So FTM logo, the trading view screen is bigger so you can see my chart better. I put a lot of work into setting up this stream today, and my application wasn't even loading, and I was literally freaking out. Somehow I managed to fix everything. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the new graphics. Even got a lot of more stuff coming with the camera, the microphone, and yeah, pretty cool stuff, I would say myself. Hopefully you enjoy it. Chat looks a little bit small. I'm gonna have to fix that tomorrow if I'm being honest. And let me fix the audio. But yeah, I'm still gonna have to fix up some settings. It's not perfect yet, but hopefully this is a much needed upgrade compared to how I've been streaming for the last few months. Enjoy. Let's get to the charting. Futures actually up pretty decently. Let me go to the 4-hour chart, which is like the upsloping channel. These are the S&P futures. They bounced off the demand line. I've been showing this on stream every day for literally a month. And look where it bounced yet again at the support line. It wicked down to the 36.52 support, which I've also been showing. It was your previous high from over here in November. Bounced off of that, closed over the channel demand line, and it's holding up right now, about up a third of percent right now. So that is futures. In terms of the S&P itself, I literally put out a warning when the S&P was right here. When it was right here, I put out a warning on Twitter saying, take caution. The S&P is breaching support, and what happened after it broke that? It dumped much further down to 36.62, which was horrible. And then let's take a look at where the S&P bounced at another support line I showed on the daily, the upsloping channel. So, you know, I had no clue that the market was going to dump today. Obviously, it was mainly, you know, fundamental reasons why that happened. But using technical analysis, I was able to see when the market could bounce by looking at the S&P 500 and looking for demand lines and support lines, and that's where it bounced. So I talked about all this on Twitter and stuff. So, I mean, there you have it. Like, what else to say? Let me put something on my TV. Give me a second. I just like the background going. Just gonna put something random. All right. So yeah, that's like the support lines for the S&P. I just wanted to go over the market for a second. If you ever break this upsloping demand line on the daily, I would probably say take caution. And other than that, we'll see if we can get that bounce tomorrow. The futures are up. In terms of Bitcoin, just messing around. Let me go to the 4-hour. Bitcoin is just messing around over here. There's not too much to do. There is some hidden bullish divergence. I was looking at Mitch Ray's stream earlier. He charted it. Just working on some hidden bullish divergence. Not confirmed yet. We'll see if it plays out, but that is Bitcoin. Really not too much to talk about. The supports are on the chart. Other than that, the resistances are also on the chart. If you want to take a screenshot, go for it. All you really have at this point is like those Fibonacci resistances and like mini horizontal supports. So that is Bitcoin. Like literally that is Bitcoin. There's not much else to do here. There's no pattern. You have some divergence. These are your resistances and these are your supports. Yeah, Webull and Robinhood, when the market opened in the morning, we're having some big issues. Board says, is there a reason Mitch only does crypto? Mitch doesn't only do crypto. He mainly does crypto for sure. But if you request like a stock in his stream, he will take a look at that. He actually started trading with stocks But then with crypto and stuff, you know, he really got a major following from the crypto audience and stuff like that. Kind of similar to me, but the opposite. I mainly do stocks just because not much people come in here asking for crypto, right? So in his stream, everybody's asking for crypto and a few people ask for stocks, and he's fine with looking at both. And then in my stream, most of the people ask for stocks, not many ask for crypto, but I'm fine with looking at both as well. So it just depends on, like, you know, the audience, I guess. But yeah, that is Bitcoin. The crypto trades, I put these trades out yesterday. OXT, I put it out right here, and look how high it went. It went up 16%, hit like this horizontal resistance, and then it pulled back when Bitcoin had a very violent sell-off in the morning alongside the market. And now the trade is still in profit. And then KNC, look, it went up 17% from 80 cents to 93 cents literally in like 12 hours. And then it pulled back with Bitcoin in the market, never got stopped out, and it's back in profit. So those are the crypto trades. They're still in profit, even though they were up like 15 to 17% late last night. So now we talked about the website, the merchandise, the stock market, Bitcoin, and a couple cryptos. I think we got the whole entire macro covered. It is time to look into stocks. I'm going to be taking a look at the chat, see their questions, stuff like that. So if you want me to look at a ticker, drop it in the chat. I'm going to try to get to as many as possible, but you know, it really is just pick and choose because I can't get to them all. But if you want to send me a tip to look at a ticker, or you just want to support what I'm doing, the link to send me a tip is the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. And then also, if you want to buy merchandise, which we just looked over, just hit that same exact link and you're going to see like a little merchandise at the bottom of your screen, which will take you to the merch store. If you tip me or if you buy merch, it'll pop up on the stream. As you can see, we already have the recent sub, the top donor, and the recent donor in the top of your screen right there. So stream graphics looking good. Thankfully, I was able to recover my files after Streamlabs now opening. Literally lost my mind for like half an hour. Like I was honestly like freaking out. So there we go. Matey Moomin says ABC, Bollinger Bands, and MACD signal. Guy in hat, are you here? How many things are showing up on ABC? You have the falling wedge, you have the classic bullish divergence on the 4-hour, you have the hidden bullish divergence on the daily, which it was really close to being confirmed, and then you got a little bit more of negative momentum. And then it fell under the 200-day moving average, but pretty much closed right at it. It actually went down to the $95 support that I've been showing on stream and on the trade setup, and it literally bounced off of that to the cent. So not to the cent, like 2 or 3 cents away, but you get the point. Bounced off of that. This is why my stop loss was just under that support, right? So it did not get stopped out. It was very close to, but I kept the stops under the support. It bounced back up to 200-day moving average. Very, very make or break day for ABC. Oh yeah, the donor request. I'm gonna take a look at that right now. I'm super sorry, Stephen M. I completely forgot. We're gonna look at that in a second here. And then also, Guy in Hat, wasn't there like a Gartley on ABC as well? And now Matey is saying that the Bollinger Bands. Let me take a look at those indicators right there. Yeah, it bounced off the lower Bollinger Band as well. So 200-day moving average, Bollinger Band, divergence on the 4-hour and daily, falling wedge on the 4-hour. There's just so, like, literally, if you know technical analysis, this chart has literally everything from harmonics to patterns to divergence to moving averages to Bollinger Bands. Literally every single thing is on this chart. Shout out to Guy in Hat for finding this chart. We'll just see if it plays out. Even though you have every single indicator you're looking for, it is only probability. It is not certainty, and it's not financial advice ever. But in terms of technicals, I still think it looks pretty good, and the risk management is very easy. The only thing I would say is you want to get back above that 200-day moving average. You don't want to stay under it for too long, get like a few cents under it, and then you never want to fall under $95. That is ABC. Now we're going to go to Stephen M's donations. I'm going to give you like an extended breakdown on those just for being a little bit late. But hit that like button. Let's get to 30 likes. I dropped the website today. The merchandise is out. I upgraded all of the stream graphics. If you support all this hard work I'm putting in, I'm literally asking you to visit a website and hit the like button. I'm not charging thousands of dollars like other people for all this stuff. So again, just hit the like button, visit the website, become a better trader, join the Discord. All these things I'm offering for free. I'm just asking you to look at all these things I'm offering for free. Try it out for a month. If it doesn't work out after a month, never come back to the stream. Don't ever tweet at me. Go move on. But if it does work out, congratulations. That's all I'm saying. Just try out all the things I'm providing for free for 1 month and get back to me on how that went for you. We'll see. So that was ABC. That was actually one of the donation requests from Stephen M. So that worked out perfectly. So there was your rundown on that. It's like down, it's down like 60 cents since the entry. So it's barely down at all. And it has all the technical indicators you're looking for. The only thing, again, is that you might be a little bit under the 200-day moving average, but it's really not that considerate. And you were very, very close to confirming the hidden bullish divergence, but then you got like a, you know, increasing amount of negative momentum on the MACD on the wick today. So you're looking for a MACD crossover to the green as well. So you break that 200-day moving average, you get a MACD crossover to the green. I think it's time for ABC to go. If you don't do that, then rip. So now let's go to SPR. Take a look at that. That is another trade. I think I actually just took it off my watch list. Great. Wrong one. Okay, so SPR, that was another trade. It was down 6% today. It's actually right back at the entry of the trade, but that does not mean it's time to enter the trade. I'm just saying it came back down to the entry price. So there was two ways I played SPR. The first trade was right here with the hammer candle. It actually got stopped out. Then it bounced off the demand line and it got back up to the breakout area. Then I put out a new trade on SPR at $37 and it went to pretty much almost $40. So it went up like 10% at one point. I took profits when it was up 6%. I said on stream that I took profits. I think I tweeted out that I took profits. But yeah, I took my profits early just because the market was a little bit weird and the MACD was losing that momentum. And today it got hit with the rest of the market. So it's literally right back at the entry of the trade. So you couldn't have lost any money, but you might have not been able to take those profits if you were going for like the eventual target up here. But in like a macro standpoint, as long as it can hold over $36, it's still fine, because look how big of a support, or look how big of like a support, like, you know, an ice line, as Mitch Ray would say, it was your resistance right here and it was your resistance right here on those two massive runs. So if you can turn that resistance into a support, that would be great. And you could bounce off of here again for sure. But yeah, there's just not the same divergence and pattern that there once was right over here when it made that 10% move. But it is at a very major support. So we'll see if that holds. Whoa, a lot of people want to look at GHIV. We could take a look at that. Thank you again, Stephen, for the 5. Anybody else wants to send a tip, it is the pinned comment in the chat, the first link in the description. Hit that like button if you support what I'm doing. I know, you know, obviously today wasn't the best day in the market. It was actually the worst day in months. But if you're managing your risk, which every single trade that I put out has the risk managed for you. What I'm trying to do on these streams, just like how Mitch Ray would do, is I'm trying to teach you how to do it for yourself, right? You know, and a lot of people have learned how to do it for themselves, like Cheddar Freeze, like Guy and Hat, the list goes on. So, you know, Rooster as well. Like I could just go on with naming names, but if you just hang around here for some time, you are going to pick up on these things. If you want to check out my free course, go to the website, freetradingmovement.com. Go to the education tab, you can learn there. I'm spending literally every hour of my life and thousands of dollars putting out all of this free content to try and help out as many people as possible. So just check it out. That's all I ask. But thank you for all the support, for real. You know, I would not be able to put this much work in and spend this much money if I wasn't being supported by this whole entire community. So I really do appreciate all of the donations, the merchandise purchases, the shout outs on Twitter, all of that. I really do appreciate it. So keep on hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button if you've not already. We are like, I need to check my subscriber count because we are very, very close to 1,400 subs. We're currently at 1,391, so we need 9 more subscribers for 1,400. Hit that subscribe button. GHIV is just holding this orange support area, this little box right here. You did get a MACD crossover to the red, which I'm not a big fan of, even though there wasn't any bearish divergence. Your MACD did go back down to red. Really, all I can do for you in terms of technicals on this one is either you bounce here or you fall and fill the gap to 1226. Yeah, on the daily, the gap is to 1233. So either you bounce off of this area, which has been your support for like 3 or 4 days, or you're probably going to fill the gap to 1233. So make or break area for GHIV is literally all I can do for you. There just isn't much else to do in terms of technicals on GHIV. Yeah, What's up, Resistance? How you doing, the Call of Duty GOAT? Borge said, you said to remind you about eBay on Discord. Yeah, for sure. We can take a look at eBay. Who was it that was asking about eBay? I want to give a shout out to this person because this might be the next trade if I'm being honest. So it was Talent Finder who mentioned eBay on stream last night and on Discord. So shout out to Talent Finder in the Discord. You know, last night what I said was I'm really looking for some demand to come in on eBay before I get too excited of it. And eBay went up 2.5% today, outperforming, you know, majority of the market. And also on the daily, there is some very, very mini hidden bullish divergence going on. So you have some hidden bullish divergence on the daily. If we go over to the 4-hour, you also have hidden bullish divergence, which I showed last night on the stream. $10 donation from Austin Horn, THCR. We'll take a look at that ticker. Thank you very much for the donation. Appreciate it very much. Remember, you know, that really just helps to these donations just allow me to reinvest into the free trading movement, into upgrading the stream like how you see tonight, to everything like that. So appreciate it. Glad to see that the recent donor graphic is working. So as you can see right there, it says recent donor Austin Horn. Get a little shout out for you up there. But yeah, so eBay, I just wanted to see if it could bounce here. This was like the support box that I made, and it did bounce there today, outperform the market. Hidden bullish divergence is developing on the 4-hour and the daily. It will probably confirm if you have a good day tomorrow on eBay. And if you really zoom into like the 1-hour, if I do that right here, you had a double bottom. Look how clear that double bottom is. This is your first bottom on the price. This is your second bottom. Now for the newer traders in here, what does the double bottom mean? It means that both of the times that the price came down to this area, people wanted to buy the asset. There was more demand for the asset at that price than there was supply. You know, everything is supply and demand in these markets. So not once, but 2 times did you see a lot of demand come in at $50, which is also a psychological support, nice even number. You have a double bottom. It's trying to break out of it right now. Hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour and daily. This is a new trade setup, eBay. So shout out to Talent Finder for recommending this one. And also, like, even if you create a demand line, it looks like you bounce off of that as well. Look at that. If you create a demand line with this wick right here, you bounce off the demand line today. So if you can clear this 51.42 level, which you did close right over, you clear that level, and I think you could run back up to test this high right here. So let me put something right there. So it's not like a major profit trade, if I'm being honest. We could make 2 targets on the trade, but we'll see how that looks. All right, let me delete that. So you know you have the hidden bullish divergence. Let me see how we can manage our risk on this trade, right? You're also over the 200-day moving average. Let's create this trade setup live on stream. This is eBay. Shout out to Talent Finder. I'm gonna actually come back to eBay to set up the trade. Before I set up that trade on stream, I want to go through the donation from Austin Horn, which was THCB. So we're gonna come back to eBay in a second. Let's just go through the donation request. So right here, down 10% today. There is not much I can do here. You could create hidden bullish divergence, but it's just way too early to call because your MACD needs to start waning back towards the positive. But it is, there's a potential for it. Let me go to the daily. Literally, there's just not much of an edge on a chart like this. I need more data to really give you a higher probability answer, if I'm being honest. But if we go to the 4-hour, yeah, I'm not too sure. I see like this demand line right here. So that's your support, really. This is your support right here, this upsloping green demand line. You're pretty much at this area, so it's in the make or break area. It can either bounce here, and you can retest this high right here. If it does bounce here, I think you could go back to 1751. If it does not bounce here, your next support is at 1311. And of course, like, if you bounce here, that doesn't mean you're going to go right to 1751. And if you break under this, that does not mean you're going to go right to 1311. I'm just showing you the next major support and major resistance. That's THCB. This is your demand line, the green one. This is your resistance line, 1751, and this is your major support at 1311. Just not much divergence or pattern. That's really all I can do for you on that chart. Thank you again for the $10 donation. Really appreciate it. Core Resistance says, curious on your opinion, what would your top trade in the market be right now? I just don't like answering those questions just because things can literally change by the morning. Yeah, like I just, a lot of people ask me for price targets for my top 3 stocks right now. Some people just straight up, I've literally had people ask me to control their portfolios for a year and they're going to give me like 20% commission. Like, I just can't really answer things like that. That's not what I do. You know what I'm saying? What I do is I just show probability. I don't really just call things, right? I put out trade setups, but those are just based on probability. They're not me just calling things, right? All I can kind of do, which is like kind of maybe answering your question, but I think trades that have higher probabilities are DADA, the falling wedge over the support, hidden bullish divergence, ABC, classic bullish divergence, hidden bullish divergence, Gartley, Bollinger Band support, 200-day moving average, horizontal support. So that was, the first one was DADA, the second one was ABC. Another one I like right now, Pfizer, but this one moves very slowly. Confirmed hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour, developing hidden bullish divergence on the daily. So I'm just showing you right now stocks that I own because I think they have decent probabilities. It's also at the golden retrace. So, 3 stocks, Pfizer, DADA, ABC. I also like KNDI, classic bullish divergence on the 4-hour, hidden bullish divergence on the daily at a major support and Fibonacci level. So, all of these trades resistance are up on the free trading movement website. Let me just show you where to find these. If you want to find all these trades that I'm going over right now, just let me take this out of full screen. Can I do that here? I think I can. So just come to the free trading movement website. All right, so this is how you access these trades that I'm talking about. You go to the free trading movement website, you go down to champion vibe, then you scroll to the bottom and it says trade setups. You hit the link and then it takes you to my page with literally all these charts that I'm talking about and much, much more. So this is where I provide probability trades, not calls. These are not calls, they're probability trades, right? And they can fail, and some of them have failed. I would say haven't seen the exact number, but I would say probably 60 to 65% of the trades on here, there's 40 trades on here, probably 65% of them have worked out. But remember, you're making a lot more profit on that 65% of trades that are working out, and you're losing very, very little on those 35% of trades that are not working out, right? So even if you're only winning 65% of your trades, if you're making so much more on those 65% of trades, you're just going to be a profitable trader, and then you're losing very little on the 35%. So hopefully that answers all of your questions, resistance. The thing on Pfizer is, let me go back here. The thing on Pfizer is it moves very, very slowly. It literally has not moved in a week and a half, or maybe 2 weeks. So Pfizer could literally take months to get to these targets if it does get to those targets. And yeah. So hopefully that kind of answers your question. That's where you can find my trades. freetradingmovement.com, literally every single resource you need to become a better trader. Go to freetradingmovement.com. I just dropped the link in the chat. The website came out today, so go check that out. So now let's set up this eBay trade. Again, shout out to Talent Finder in the Discord for bringing this to me. We're going to set up this eBay trade, which is at a support, and it has hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour and the daily. So if you're ready for this trade, hit that like button. Literally just hit that like button. About to give you all a free trade. And again, none of the trades I put out are financial advice. They can fail, and some of them have failed. We had 2 trades that failed today, but it's just a game of probability. So even if you have 2 trades that fail, you have 6 or 7 trades that are up a good amount, and you're making so much more on those winning trades, then you're losing on the losing trades. So if you've been in the stream for a while, I just sound like a broken record right now. I know that, but I just need to explain it to the newer people in here, because everybody, every single night there is going to be at least one person who is new to the stream and doesn't understand a lot of the things I talk about. So I want every single person in here to get a fair understanding of what I'm really trying to do here. So resistance, hopefully that 5-minute breakdown helped you out a bit. But thank you for the support. And yeah, resistance, my Call of Duty teammate from earlier this year. We're gonna have to run it back sometime. Actually, when me and Resistance were in the finals of my Call of Duty league, it was a game 5 round 11, which is like, it's like the overtime in Call of Duty. Champion took that W. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just messing with the resistance, but yeah. eBay trade, let's set this up. Entry is pretty much right here. Stop loss. See, it's kind of hard to make like a great stop loss, if that's like the real way to say it. Honestly, you could fill that gap and stuff. I think you have to go with this stop right here, and that would just make this target of 54 just inequitable, because you would have a 1.6 reward to risk. So there's no way you can have a tighter stop loss on this, just because your support is 49.99 and it could come back down to test that. So the stop loss is just right under the support level right here. The stop loss I have is like 49.84 or something. And then in terms of like a target, honestly, there is a resistance at 54. There's no way for me to ignore that. So let's say you enter the trade, it doesn't get stopped out, and you're up 5% on the trade, which is like this first resistance. I would say, you know, that's where you could take some profit, like, you know, like a 50% profit. And then if it breaks that resistance line, you can ride out the other 50%. If it can't break that 54.29 resistance and it falls back down a little bit, then you can just take the rest of your profits for like a 45% profit trade, right? But I can't make that like the official target of the trade, because a 1.7 reward to risk is not what you're looking for. The reason I'm able to make so much more profit on my winning trades and lose very little on my losing trades is because I'm always going for a minimum of a 3 reward to risk, where I can potentially gain 3 times more than I'm risking on a trade. That is another thing that Mitch Ray taught me amongst like pretty much everything I know about technical analysis. So just keep that in mind. But since you want like a more equitable trade, and you're probably going to be holding this for a long term, assuming that it can break this resistance, you're just looking for that next resistance. And the next one I see right here, 56.85. So that is probably going to be like the official target of the trade. Probably like right under that is where you put your sell order. 10% trade, 3 reward to risk. There is your eBay trade setup for the 50 people in here. Hit that like button. Let's get to 40 likes. Entry is pretty much right here. We could just do it like this. Entry is pretty much right here. The stop price is 49.84 and the eventual target is 51.47. No, what? That's it. All right, so the entry is like pretty much right here. The take profit level is like 56.70 or something around there, and the stop loss level is 49.84, as you can see on your screen right now. 3 reward to risk, so let's label that 3R/R, and then just remember, if it does get to this 54.29 mark, that could be like, you know, where you put like half of your sell or something like that. But again, not financial advice. That is eBay. Shout out to Talent Finder in the Discord. So I'm going to keep this on my watch list. Let's move it up. And let's get back to the ticker requests in the chat. Drop some tickers if you want me to take a look at it. Again, I can't get to them all, but I'll try my best. A lot of people have asked about FUBO. Yeah, definitely I want to take a look at FUBO, the failed trade of today. And again, I'm never going to be one person to ignore my failed trades. I'm never going to be somebody who deletes my failed trades. I've never ever deleted a trade that I put out. So if I fail, I'm going to do it in front of literally everybody. Why? Because I'm not afraid of failing. Because even when I do fail, I lose very little. But when I win, I make so much, right? Risk, manage, mint. FUBO failed trade. I actually deleted the original trade, but it was just off the top of my head. I could probably remake it. The entry was like right around here. The target was right under that gap fill, and the stop loss was like 25.14. So this was like the original trade. This morning when FUBO was right here, I put out a trade in the Discord. The stop loss was a 5% loss, and we were going for the gap fill because it was at this major support right here. As you can see, there was a major support, and you technically actually still had the classic bullish divergence developing, but it was actually already developing today. So I saw the support, I saw the divergence. The market was not really dumping yet, so I felt a little bit more comfortable than when the market did dump. Slipped the ball on this one, 5% loss. But again, I put this stop loss on the trade. I even told the Discord when it was a failed trade that this is a failed trade, when it was down 5%, right? If you did not have a stop loss, if you did not manage your risk, which is what I say every night on the stream, FUBO fell 13%. So this is why we use stop losses. Instead of losing 13%, if somebody would have panic sold the bottom, or even 9% at close today, we only lost 5% on this trade because we managed our risk, and we knew that if it broke 26 for real, there's no major support until like this area right here. You even had like the little 2380 support as well. Kind of didn't really respect that, so that's why you manage your risk and place the stop loss. And again, at the same time, there were people telling you to buy the dip on FUBO right here, right here, right here. I did not put out any trades on FUBO until $26, and it was falling since 60. So from $60 all the way to 26, I never put out a trade on FUBO. So it had already fallen so much. I thought it could have had a little bounce there for a day trade, and it just didn't. But you know, 5% loss, we'll make it back. And on other trades, we already did make it back, or at least I did. And then the big winner today, where's it at? I posted this last night. XPEV, the falling wedge. It did pull back after going up very, very nicely in the morning. Had a nice pre-market. The entry was right here at 43.25, which was just like the after hours price on Friday. So the entry was literally just whatever the price was offering you. And from the entry to the high of the day, XPEV went up 10%. From the entry to the high, I put out a tweet when it was up 10%. And then when the market really started falling, it fell back down. It's still in profit by like I think it's like 2% up right now. But it was up 10% at one point. That was great. So again, that losing trade FUBO, you lost 5%. But this winning trade right here, XPEV, it was up 10%. So you're potentially gaining more on your winning trades, and you're losing less on your losing trades. Join that Discord right now. Rooster just dropped a link in the description. If you want to send me a tip, it's the pinned comment in the chat. If you want to buy free trading movement merch, also hit the pinned comment in the chat. First link in the description. Hit that like button. We need 2 more likes to get to 40 likes. Free analysis every single weeknight. And hopefully everybody's enjoying the new stream graphics tonight. Spent way too much time. Well, not way too much time. Spent a lot of time working on it just because I'm not the best with you know, graphics and stuff like that. I'm kind of losing my voice right now if you couldn't tell. So let's get some water going. Mr. S says, dude, I'm still up on Fisker from when you put out the buy notice when it was $9. Yeah, we got to take a look at Fisker for sure. He is talking about this right here. So Mr. S entered Fisker at 9. When I put out the bullish butterfly harmonic when it was down here at $9, and from $9 it went to $23 for a 150% return. The actual targets of the trade were like 100% return, and then I was still doing, you know, tweet analysis on it up here. And even on this move down, I've called like 3 different bounces. I've called like 3 different support breaches. So even on a move down, I've literally made successful trades right here. This trade right here from 1455 to 1750, this literal bounce, I called the bottom at 1455 and I called the top at 1750. Like, what else can I do on Fisker? So I called the trade from $9 to 23. Then it dumped, and I actually warned about this dump when it broke 1821. Then I did put out one singular failed trade on Fisker right here, and then it dumped again. And then I called the bottom, the local bottom, at 1455 because of the Fibonacci level. Then I put out a trade where the resistance on the trade was 1750. I took my profits there. I tweeted when I took out my profits. And then there was a demand line on the daily that got created when it broke last Thursday. I put out a warning literally the second it broke that demand line, and it went down to the next support, which was 1455, which was also on my chart. So from those 4 different calls, major calls, 3 out of those 4 calls on Fisker were correct. The only call that was incorrect was right here from like 1691 to like 1608. It was like a few percent of a loss. That was one failed trade I did put on Fisker. So 3 out of 4 like actual official calls have been correct on Fisker. And I've had probably like 35 to 40 intraday calls on Fisker as well on my Twitter. So I really have an understanding of this chart, in my opinion. Have like an 80% win rate on my Fisker calls right now. I really understand how the shorts happen in the morning, how the afternoon relief rallies work, how the supports have to break, how the resistances have to break. I've looked at this chart for probably over 40 hours in the last few months, like literally staring at this chart. So what is my new thesis on Fisker? I did put out a Discord exclusive trade on Fisker today. They actually, it's in the thumbnail of the stream tonight. What's going on right there? Henrik Fisker, before the market opened, announced the autonomous driving with the cameras, with the sensors, all the things like that. Fisker was up like 4% in a red day in the market. It's actually really weird. There's been a few days when the market like literally pumped and Fisker was red, and then there's been a few days when the market dumped and Fisker was green. Fisker's in its own world right now, if I'm being honest. But I did put out a new trade. Why? Because it bounced off that 1455 level again. You got a bullish pin bar candle on the daily, and your hidden bullish divergence could be back on, where you got a decreasing amount of negative momentum. Plus the news catalyst this morning, I put out a Discord exclusive trade on Fisker. If you want to join the Discord and see that trade, go to freetradingmovement.com and hit the little Discord banner on the top of the website, and you'll be able to join the Discord and see this trade. So literally it's at the entry price right now. And yeah, the resistances are on the chart, the target's on the chart, the stop loss is on the chart, just under the 1455 support in this little wick. If it fails, it fails. We're going to lose 6%. But hey, even if it does fail, we still made that 150% right here. We still made that 20% right there. So we'll see what happens. All I'm saying is, on Fisker, I'm very, very comfortable. I'm fine with it going either way. I know how to react to whatever happens. And we'll see what does happen. Yeah, they did file the site after hours. Not too sure what happened to the price after hours. The extended hours on TradingView hasn't really been working for me, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. What actually also screwed me back here was they did file a bad form on Fisker, whatever it was. Like, people thought they were like really diluting the shares or something. That was terrible timing as well on that one singular failed trade on Fisker. Oh yeah, we could take a look at NEO as well. Shout out to Christian in the Discord. Shout out to Guy in Hat. They've been really on this one, if I can find it. NEO, the inverse head and shoulders. I've also showed it on stream for a few days now. Look what happened today. NEO was up 10%. It broke out of the inverse head and shoulders. This is literally nothing new. I've been going over this on stream. I've been saying, if you break this orange box right here, you're probably going to be going higher. And what happened? You broke the orange box. I did not know for sure it was going to break the orange box, but I did have a very high certainty. Well, not certainty, but I had a very high probability that if it did break the orange box, you would see more price action to the upside. And that's what happened today. It gapped up, broke out of the inverse head and shoulders, and was up 10%. So your next resistance is actually right at it. Go figure why this was the high of the day. It was your candle high from right here, your candle high from right here, your candle high from right here, 54.25. If that ever breaks with confirmation, you're retesting a new all-time high. You could probably honestly see $60 if you break 54.25 with confirmation, right? So that is NEO. And then your support is just this previous resistance, this upsloping yellow line. So I don't know if it's going to continue to go up. I don't know if it's going to backtest the breakout, if it's just going to fail. And I don't need to know. All you need to be able to do is react to whatever does happen. And that is NEO. Wasn't there like hidden bullish divergence on the daily or something? Yeah, confirmed hidden bullish divergence on the daily. Also, don't they have like a catalyst this week? Just so many different things lining up. Christian says the New York Stock Exchange is no longer going to be looking into delisting Chinese stocks. I actually didn't even know that. Huge news for NEO via CNBC. So yeah, that is NEO. I don't know for sure what's going to happen, and I don't need to know. Just react to whatever does happen. Know your levels and play the levels. NEO day is the 9th, so it is the 4th. Is the 9th on Friday, or is that like Saturday or something? Yeah, it is on Saturday, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Keep hitting that like button. Thank you for 40 likes, but we need to see 50 likes. The website dropped today. The merchandise dropped today. We outperformed the worst day in the market in literally months today. The Discord is out. Just hit that like button. Go check out the website. I'm putting so much time and money into providing all of this for free. So it would really just mean the world to me if you could join the Discord, check out the website, and become a better trader. Like, who else? I'm not trying to say things like that, but who else is paying money to try and teach people, right? Like, and again, I would not be able to do it without all the donations, all the support, the merchandise purchases. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for that. But yeah, there's a very, very select few amount of people that are doing what I'm doing. Shout out to Atlas Trading Group. That is another group that does it all for free. But other than them, I can't think of too many people that are putting out this much content for free. Like Midtray too, for sure. So Atlas Group and Midtray are really all, you know, off the top of my head that I can say are doing this for free. So if you support what I'm doing, just hit that like button. What else we got here? Where do I make my trades? Swing trades on Robinhood and Webull. Retirement account is on TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform. Crypto trades I do on Coinbase Pro. So yeah, you can find out. You can go to the website and find out that information as well. Are most of your trades stocks, or do you do options as well? Until like 2 months ago or something, I really only did stocks. And then like about 2 months ago, I started trying out options and stuff. Like currently today in my portfolio, it's like 70% stocks and 30% options, I'd say. But mainly stocks. If I really like how something looks, or if I'm trading something that moves very slowly, that's when I do options. But that's not financial advice. Why is this song so sad? But yeah, keep hitting that like button. So there's one other thing I wanted to look at that I saw in the chat. Oh yeah, Guy Hat. I'll probably post this tomorrow or tonight, but I played the run up on FSM, but it is looking to enter the PCZ of an almost perfect bearish bat. I don't know the bearish bat off the top of my head, but we can take a look at FSM. So so you're looking for like a short on FSM or something? What is going on right now? Hold up, give me a second. My TV is like super loud. Alright. So let me pull up something right here, a little cheat sheet. Again, I'm not a perfect trader. I want to make sure I'm charting this correctly. So I'm looking for a bearish bat. Alright, I got it up on my screen. Let's see if I can find this right here on the stream. So if you start from right there, pivot like that. Oh my gosh, Stephen M bought the FTM journal. Let's go, Stephen. Let me see the text. Let's go, Stephen, for real. Thank you for buying the Free Trading Movement journal. Thank you for supporting the free trading movement and everything I do. Great, that message did not really show up. Let me try something else out. I'm looking at like the back end side of things right now. Oh my gosh, I need to actually see what that message said. I couldn't see it on my trading, on my Streamlabs thing. Steven, thank you very much for buying the merch. Can you just type in the chat whatever you typed in on the merch message? I can't really see it from my side of things on the back end. I only see like the tip messages. So if anybody remembers what he said, or Steven, if you're in the chat, just type in what you did send in your message. Thank you very much for buying the FTM journal. You could write down your trading plans. You could write down philosophies, whatever you want in that journal. Enjoy it. Thank you very much for buying the merch. If anybody else wants to send me a tip or buy the merch, hit the pinned comment in the chat. So let me try and find this bearish bat. $3 donation from my own lines. Thank you very much, DraftKings. I will take a look at that for sure. Appreciate it. Let me just look at this bearish bat. See what Stephen M said in his merch purchase. I was trying to say merchandise. Stephen M says up 278% in 3 months after following you. Thank you very much for the merchandise purchase, for those kind words. Very glad to hear that you're up almost 300% in 3 months after following me. That's very humbling. And again, that's not, you cannot credit me for all of that. You have to really give yourself a lot of credit, because it takes a lot of patience, emotional strength, and just persistence to get profits like that in 3 months. So can we get some vibes in the chat for Stephen M? We got 42 people in here. Let's get 42 vibes in the chat for Stephen M, being the first person to ever buy a FTM journal, and also for being up 278% in 3 months. Let's get some vibes in the chat. If you want to buy merch, it is the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. So we're going to look at this bearish bat, and then we're going to go over to the donation request, which is DraftKings. Christian says once his PayPal verifies, he's going to be getting the red hoodie. Glad to hear. A lot of vibes coming in. So Guy in Hat, trying to see what this would look like. You said a bearish bat, right? Oh, you said you misspoke. Bearish crab. All right, sorry. I just saw that. Let me look for the bearish crab. Right there. Okay. So that lines up pretty well. Your 1618 would be right there. A to C is in the good zone. Okay. Yes. So every single point looks good to me, except for from C to D. I think C to D is like really steep, but I'm not too sure if C to D matters, just because it could take a while for things to get to the 1618 based on the size of the pattern. So I would say, even if it's not like an official harmonic, it is much more than close enough. You already have 3 out of the 4 different touch points confirmed. So yeah, you are overbought on the 4 hour as well on FSM. And the only thing I would say is, let's look if there's any resistance. You have resistance right here. So that actually also lines up with the PCSD of the pattern. I'm just scrolling back in time. So yeah. So the risk management on like shorting this would probably be pretty easy. It would look something like this, I would say. And of course, to each their own. I don't know exactly how you're doing it, but I don't know. I'm just gonna give you like a subjective target, and then your stop loss would literally just be a 987 or something. So that would be like your entry pretty much around here. Your stop loss on the short would be at like 988, just because that would be breaking to like pretty much a new all-time high and exceeding the 1618. And then the target, you could go for that gap fill to the downside. You could go for this little horizontal support. So that would be how I would like target a short trade on this if you're going for the, what is this, the bearish crab. So yeah, that's the bearish crab harmonic. That's just how I would manage my risk on the trade. But to each their own. Keep it up, guy, and how you've been killing it lately. Really glad to see what you've been putting out, and what I can't talk. Really, I can't talk. I'm really glad to see what you will continue to put out. I don't know why I can't talk. This just happens every so often. All right, I missed a lot in the chat. We got to go look at DraftKings for my own lines. So let me add that to my watch list, and then let me look at the chat for a second here. I think I just took it off my watch list. Great. So DraftKings right there. A lot of vibes coming in. Christian says, my girl says if you put a pink hoodie on the website, she'll buy. I don't know if they have the color pink, but I'll look for it. That would be dope. Silver has a lot of CNBC pump. Yeah, Mitch Ray has been looking at silver. He actually called this move on silver like weeks ago. So silver is doing very well right now. All right, have a good one, Resistance. Peace out, bro. Wendy's, we could probably look at that as well, Steven. So we're gonna look at DraftKings and then Wendy's. DraftKings, there was a trade on DraftKings up here, and it looked something like this. Wait, that's like the wrong tool. The trade on DraftKings looked something like this. It was like, that was your entry, this was the target, and like that was like your stop loss. So the DraftKings trade got stopped out for like 4 or 5%. But if you did not manage your risk on DraftKings, you would now be down 15%. This is why I put stop losses on all my trades. This is why you manage your risk. I mean, what else can I say? If you did not listen to my warnings on DraftKings when it was showing the bearish divergence, when it broke the $52 support, and if you didn't, understand that it was breaking supports after the Ohio bill rejection and stuff like that, you would now be down 15%. Just another example of why you manage your risk. You lost very little on this trade compared to what you're winning on other trades that I've been putting out, right? So this is risk management. It broke the 48 support, and at this point, your next support, like I said, I think last night on stream, maybe the night before, your next support is 44. So it has continued to drop. You're finally approaching a new support. It used to be your resistance right here. So again, either you bounce off of 44 and you can move back up to probably 48, or you break 44 and your next support is $40. But yeah, other than that, that is literally DraftKings. There is no divergence, no pattern, just supports to look at. If you want to take a screenshot, go for it. Vincroberto is my name. What's your DC? I don't know what DC means. Yeah, I see you. I just don't understand what you're saying. Wendy's. This one was tough. You know, there was the dragon pattern. It started playing out very well, but Wendy's is very, very heavily correlated to the general market. And, you know, at the end of last week and today, it just got crushed with the rest of the market. Let's go, Austin Horn. Let's get it. Austin Horn with the FTM mouse pad purchase. Thank you very much, Austin Horn, for getting that FTM merchandise. I also got myself the mouse pad. I pretty much got myself like almost everything in the merchandise collection just for me to wear on stream and, you know, wherever I want to wear it. But thank you very much for the mouse pad purchase. The mouse pad looks dope in my opinion. Great pricing as well. If anybody else wants to buy merch, it is the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. DC means Discord, but that was the question for you. I was asking if you could take a look at a ticker. I'll try to take a look. I just need to get through a couple things, but I'll try to take a look at that after this. NOVN. But yeah, I don't go through every single ticker on the stream. I just cannot get to every single ticker. Otherwise, I would not be able to sleep. But I'll try my best to take a look at it. Wendy's, it's at the 2141 support. That was like your support right here, and it was your resistance right there. Resistance right there. So Wendy's, it has not been stopped out yet, and actually after I put out the Wendy's trade, I think it went up like 4%, so I put it out right here and it went up 5%. So it originally went up 5%. When it fell back down under the 2287 support, I took like 3% profit. So like around right here I took like 3% profit, and just because it fell back under the support, and now it has continued to fall. The stop loss is like right under $21. So you're looking for a bounce right here on Wendy's. You also have the 200-day moving average under you, the supply line under you, the horizontal line, make or break area for Wendy's. That's literally it, in my opinion. So yeah, the trade is still on. It could bounce here, but if it doesn't, take caution. It could actually even triple bottom here if it bounces here, but too early to call anything. So that is Wendy's. Mady says, yo, real talk, I appreciate you learning so much just from the streams, and you start watching that playlist. Definitely. You could find the playlist if you go to freetradingmovement.com and go to the education tab. There's a free trading course. Also, you can just go to my channel and go to the playlist. I have a full free trading course. You can check that out. Keep hitting that like button. Let's get to 50 likes. If you want to send me a tip, hit the pinned comment in the chat. If you want to buy merchandise, hit the pinned comment in the chat. Go to freetradingmovement.com. Join the Discord, join all these things, and look at all these things I'm putting out for free. It would mean a lot for me, or to me, I guess. But yeah, I'm just trying to give. You know, I really want to help people understand how they can trade with much better probability. So in terms of NOVN, I don't know what's the hype on this one. Why is it up 33% today? Right? I have no clue what's going to happen on NOVN. If you're new to the stream, when a chart has a straight line up, there's not much technical analysis to be done. Simply because you cannot create a pattern like this. You can't create divergence like this. You can't create important candles. So in terms of true technical analysis, you ask anybody who knows what they're doing with technical analysis, this is just like an off limits thing. Why? Because it can go any way. It can continue pumping. It could dump. I have no clue what's going to happen. So I like trading things that give me more probability. But of course, if there's like a fundamental catalyst or anything like that, they could offer a different type of trade, right? So yeah, the areas I look to enter trades are down here before the big moves up, not after the big moves up. But that is not to say that it can't continue going up. So don't take that the wrong way. I'm just literally being as honest as I can be. The macro pattern kind of does look like a very, very large double bottom. And there obviously is a major gap to fill to the upside. It's over the 200-day moving average. But other than that, like truly, I don't really know what else I can do with this chart. I'm not here to lie. I'm not here to hype anything up. I'm here to be as honest as possible. So yeah, there just isn't anything I can do with that. Like if I really had to do something, 75 cents is a major support. It was your high right here, your high right there. Next resistance is just probably right there, just from that candle body high at 124. If If it ever breaks 124, next resistance after that, 181. Those are the only levels I can put on this chart for you. So hopefully that helps, I guess. KNDI still looking good? I think so. I'm still holding KNDI call options. The trade is back in profit. Remember, right before it got stopped out last Thursday, I put out a tweet saying I'm actually not going to be exiting the KNDI trade unless it closes under 675. As you can see, it did not close under 675 on last Thursday. It closed at 690, so I was still holding my KNDI position going into today, and it had a 6% day today. So hopefully that tweet that I put out saying I'm not selling my KNDI helped you. But yeah, the trade is back in profit. It had a very nice day today, up 6%. Hidden bullish divergence is continuing to develop. 4-hour classic bullish divergence looks all right. Looks pretty decent. Very textbook. And yeah, there's no gaps to fill that I see. It's back above the 719 support. So I think that it looks good in terms of technicals. We'll see if it plays out. It's not certainty, it's just probability. And yeah, the new stop that I put out on this trade is at, let me just tell you the exact number. The new stop I put out is 670. I literally put that on Twitter over the weekend, I believe. So yeah, I readjusted this trade and I put that out on Twitter and I posted on my trade setups page. So readjusted trade, back in profit. Let's go. Keep on hitting that like button. We need 3 more likes for 50 likes. All right, have a good one. Vincroberto, have a good one. Will says you helped me, that's for sure. Great, very glad to hear that. I am also hoping for a good week. We'll see what happens. Keep hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button. Visit freetradingmovement.com. If you want to send me a tip or buy some merchandise, it's the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. But yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the new stream graphics. I really went hard trying to put these out or get these done. SNDD, we could take a look at that. Drop some stickers in the chat, whatever you want me to look at. We'll do some more. OTC stock, Again, what I always say with OTCs, if you want to join the Discord, get exclusive trades, trade alerts, just talk to over 500 people in the community about how to trade and different trades that could be rewarding. Join the Discord. Rooster just dropped the link in the chat. Will, the way to look at my trades is you go to freetradingmovement.com, right? You go to freetradingmovement.com. It's going to take you to this page right here. You can join the Discord by clicking on this button right here. That will let you join the Discord. If you want to look at my trades, you go to Champion Vibe right there. Then you scroll to the bottom, it will say Trade Setups. And you hit this link right here, link Trade Setups. And it will take you to my Trade Setups page. So yeah, if you want to look at my trades, that is how you get to it. Yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Let's go back to the charts. And also, if you just go to the Discord, every time I put out a new trade, I always put out the trade alert in the Discord channel. The Discord channel is literally called Trade Alerts. Will says, wondering how he finds them before he puts out the official trades. Lots of research. That's also on the Free Trading Movement website. The first thing I always do is just look for something that has good signals on scanners, and you can find scanners on the website as well. You go to, let me take that out. You go right here. So now you're on freetradingmovement.com. You go to tools, you scroll down right here, and there's a bunch of scanners. Yahoo Finance, FinViz, and then Tradietics, AI, I don't know how to pronounce it exactly. You use scanners, see things that are showing, good volume, good attention from the general market. Then you do some research on those companies you find in the scanners. See if the companies are worth you putting your money into, at least for the short term if you're trading it. And if you're investing in it, then you really need to make sure they're worth putting your money into. And then do your technical analysis. Borge, FTM hoodie and one other merch. Borge says, IDK, what to say here? Why does it say one other merch? What else did you buy, Borge? Let us know in the chat. Thank you very, very much, Borge, for getting FTM merch. Really appreciate it. So everybody who's got merch tonight, thank you so much. It means a lot on the opening day for the free trading movement. Thank you very much for purchasing merch. Borge, really appreciate all the support you've shown me on Twitter and the Discord. Okay, so you got the hoodie and the notepad, great. So you can wear your hoodie, take out your notepad, and learn about stocks while being in fashion. Awesome, Borge, thank you very much. Let's get some vibes in the chat for Borge for ordering not one, but 2 pieces of merchandise. He's the first person ever to actually know. Also, Jared McCain ordered 2 pieces of merch, but he's the second person ever to order 2 pieces of merch. And I also ordered like the whole entire collection. But other than me, let's get some vibes in the chat for Borge getting the hoodie and the notepad. Thank you very much. If anybody else wants to buy merch, it's the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. Vibes in the chat. We got 42 people in here. I want to see some vibes. Hit that like button. Let's get to 50 likes. Keep hitting that like button. Let's get back to the charts, I guess. But all the things you need, just go to freetradingmovement.com. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Okay? All the things you need, just go to freetradingmovement.com. Literally. Go to freetradingmovement.com. Become a better trader in literally a day. Back to the charts. SNDD. Not much I can do here. You know, I don't know if it will really respect the technicals like a normal stock. Remember, technical analysis was made for high volume, high market cap, regularly traded stocks, because that was what the studies of technical analysis were built on. They were analyzing the general market participants. So it always is a little bit different trading OTC stocks. They're also a lot more volatile. But if I'm going to be charting this like a regular stock, that is the support ST, that is the resistance I see. No divergence on the 4-hour. Yeah, there isn't any. And no divergence on the daily. You could have had divergence, but you made a lower low on price. Your support is 0.0033 and your resistance is 0.0069. So I have no clue how you would trade that with proper risk management, but to each their own, I guess. A lot of vibes coming into the chat. So yeah, I think we can look at PFE. I kind of briefly went over it earlier. Again, it's literally done nothing at all. The hidden bullish divergence is still developing on the daily. The hidden bullish divergence actually confirmed on the 4-hour. It's still right at the golden retrace at the support level. It just is right at the entry of the trade. It has not moved. It got to the entry of the trade and it hasn't moved in literally a week. So it's just a waiting game, I guess. But remember, it's not certainty. It's just probability. I don't know. I guess I'm just tired right now. Very hectic trading day. Launched the website today. Was in the Discord. Redid all of my stream graphics. So please excuse me for just not being in like the best mood right now. I'm just like super exhausted. Literally been working from 9 a.m. until now. So I've been working for about 13 hours now. So even worked out as well. So like literally I'm giving my all. So just hit that like button, all right? Please. Oh yeah, we could go over IPOC for sure. Right here, it's on my watch list. IPOC had a crazy fall today, down to like $14.21. It was right around that $14 support I've been showing, and it bounced off of it like crazy. Went from $14.21. Let me go to the 1 hour. So it came down here, then it moved all the way up right here. So it went from like 14.20 to like 16.34. That would have been a crazy day trade. And somehow it is still in the symmetrical triangle on the 1 hour. Somehow it dumped way under, but it closed it back over. It might have broken out just a tad to the downside. It could be argued that for sure if you're really zooming in. If we're really zooming in on the 1 hour, it looks like it did fall back under the support. So again, somebody tweeted out this today and I completely agree with it. I really don't think that technicals matter on IPOC. I mean, I think the technicals mattered what the, down here, when you had the rounding bottom. I think that's when the technicals really mattered. And then it broke the resistance levels right here, filled the gap, broke the 1319 previous all-time high. And I think that's when the technicals matter down here. At this point, I really just don't know if the technicals mean anything, if I'm being honest. It's just, it could do anything. I have no clue. Just react to whatever does happen, I guess, if you are trading it based on fundamentals. Check. Didn't that thing go like crazy today? Yeah, I mean, again, you know this Pac-Man. There's nothing I can do with the chart like that. Nothing you can do in terms of technicals. Mady says, hard work pays off. Keep up the grind and you're going to blow up on YouTube, Discord, and Twitter. Thank you very much. That is the goal. We'll see if it happens. Williams is in at 11.23, so you definitely are chilling on IPOC right now. WMB, shout out to Daddy Chula 420. You might want to change that that YouTube name, but yeah, shout out to him. He's going to be doing the social media for me. So we're going to look at WMB for Guy in Hat. We could look at both Apple and AMD for 420. I'm just going to call you that for now, okay? AMD. Yeah, I did OXT in the beginning of the stream, Mason. The thing on OXT, if you got in right when I put out the trade, literally hours after I put out the trade, it went up 15%. Literally like 3 or 4 hours after I put out the trade. And then when Bitcoin dumped, like look at this candle right here, when Bitcoin dumped this morning, just like how crypto always works, OXT also pulled back with it. And now the trade is up like 2% in profit. So at one point it was up literally 15% and then it pulled back. So that's just crypto for you. So app WMB. Oh, that's your YouTube account from middle school. Got caught lacking. All right. WMB. What did Guy in Hat say? Divergence, bounce off support, working to cross the hard line on the channel. Very nice from Borat. Honestly, that Borat, the new Borat movie, it was crazy. I don't even know. That movie was crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. If you watched it, you know. I don't really see any like textbook divergence on the 4-hour, but sure, you could call it local divergence. So it's not like a textbook divergence, but your price is going down and your MACD is going up locally. So you do have some like local divergence on the 4-hour. On the daily, you do have hidden bullish divergence though. As you can see right there, from this right here to the next one, you made a lower low negative level on your MACD histogram on a higher low in price. Yeah, it was crazy. The Borat movie. Looks like your support is like literally right here, like at 1989. Got a resistance right there, 2161. Another resistance right here, 2246. Hidden bullish divergence on the daily. 4-hour, you can't get hidden bullish divergence here because this is where it started. So you made a lower low on price and on your oscillator. You did not make a higher low on the 4-hour from that island to this one. I think the risk management here is certainly very easy. Just gonna make another support line. What else did you say about it? Heart line of a channel. So I think you're charting it like this. And I am gonna get to Apple and AMD 420. I don't know exactly how you would chart it, like something like that maybe. So I'm not exactly sure how you're charting the channel. It could be something like this. Doesn't line up perfectly by any means. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave like that. I see the support, I see the potential divergence. We'll see if it plays out. Your target off the top of my head would be 2161. If that breaks, then 2246, and then your stop loss would just be a few percent under the 1989 support. Pretty much that simple. That is WMB, Williams Companies. Take a look at Apple. For the 32 people still here, this is what I call, listen to me, this is what I call a perfect trade. Perfect. It does not get better than this. Okay, this is Apple. It had 3 high lows breaking out of a symmetric, not symmetrical, but just like a triangle. It broke this resistance line. The entry of the trade I put out on Apple was $116. I put out a trade on Apple at $116 back here. I think it was right here in November. In the beginning of November, I put out a trade. Entry 116. Target one for the short term was 124. Okay, for the short term target, it got to the short term target, literally touched it, and then pulled back. Okay, and then long term target was $138. So after the short term target got achieved, it pulled back. What happened? It went to the long term target. It went right to my target, pretty much to the dollar. Literally went to the target, and then it dumped. Literally in November, I called 2 moves in a row on Apple before they even happened using technical analysis. 20% profit on Apple, and I know people that made literally hundreds of percents of profit on call options because of this trade. So learn technical analysis. There wasn't any news in the macro. There might have been some short-term news, but this was really technical analysis that allowed you to make that 20% move for a retest of the all-time high. The high lows, the breakout, the bullish convergence. This is like, if you really know technical analysis, this is just a beauty of a chart that I called on Apple. 20% profit, literally called perfectly, called the short term perfectly and the long term perfectly. Not much else I could have done right there on Apple. So we could take a look at AMD now. You lost some on Apple calls recently, but recovered more enough on the MU call options. Oh yeah, MU, another trade I put out today. I should have got calls on it. I just didn't. I got regular shares of MU if I can find it. Wait, no, I did not actually get MU. I was thinking of another one. So I did put out a trade on this. I put out the entry at 74. It did fall with the rest of the market today, but before the market fell, this trade was up 6%. Actually, I think this was the candle before, so let me lower that. It was up 5%. So Micron was up 5% this morning before it dumped. Well, not dumped, but pulled back very heavily. So it was up 5%. So if you would have sold it right before the market fell, and I actually did warn about the market falling on Twitter, it was a nice start to the trade. It's back at the entry. Same exact idea. You want to hold above 74.32, and you could go see the Fibonacci 2618. If you fall under 74.32, then you take caution. It might have only been a 5% trade. It might have just been this. But we will have to see. Glad to hear you made some money on calls on those today. I wish you were buying calls right here on Apple before it made that 20% move. But yeah, if you bought calls on Apple after it hit the targets, you would have definitely lost money. So that's Apple. AMD. It broke out of this channel. It's kind of creating like a local support right here at like $89. Your major support zone. Let me just delete this. Those are just measured moves to the upside and downside when it was back here in the neutral channel. And then resistance very clear right there. So it broke out of this range, and now it's just in a new range. Now your range has a support at 89 and a resistance at 97. Whichever way you break will be telling. You break over 97, bullish. You fall under 89, bearish. But then you still have 87 if you fall under 89. So your support looks kind of something like this. That's like your support range on AMD. And you actually do have some hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour, where you made a higher low on price and a lower low on your MACD. Do you have any on the daily? Not on the daily, no. Well, actually on the RSI you do. So let me actually clear this up a little bit. Let me take that off the daily. Take this off the daily. On the RSI, you do actually have some hidden bullish divergence where you made a higher low from right here to right here on a lower level on the RSI. So you do have hidden bullish divergence kind of near the bottom of a range on AMD. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, that's AMD. That's your support levels. This is your resistance. And I do like the hidden bullish divergence, but again, you saw what happened today. It went all the way up to 96, but then it pulled back to 92. So the market conditions matter more than technicals always. We need 2 more likes for 50 likes. If you're still in the stream and you've enjoyed the 1.5 hours of free technical analysis, if you enjoy the freetradingmovement.com website that I put out today, if you enjoy the Discord, if you enjoy my trade alerts, my tweets that I put out every day, if you enjoy the free trading movement, hit that like button. Let's grow this thing to infinity. Hit that like button. If you want to send me a tip, it's the pinned comment in the chat. If you want to buy merch, it's the pinned comment in the chat. Join the Discord. Rooster just dropped the link in the chat. And visit the website, freetradingmovement.com. I'm going to drop the link to the website. So if you look at the chat right now, there is a link to the Discord and there is a link to the website. Join that Discord, join that website. That is literally all I ask you to do. I'm not asking you to pay me $1. This is not a paid group. I'm not advertising anything. Actually, no, I am advertising. I'm advertising you to learn. I want you to learn. That's what I'm advertising, okay? So join the Discord. Go check out the website. Come back tomorrow for the nightly stream. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. We were just about able to outperform the market on one of the worst days in literally months. So I'm going to consider that a victory in terms of you had a very, very ugly day in the market, but the trades outperformed it for the most part. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. Futures were up, but now they're completely flat again. No clue what's going to happen there. Crypto being a little bit weird. Not too much there either. Just a lot of uncertainty. So we'll see what happens. Be prepared for anything. Have a great night. Thank you for the 50 likes, for everybody who bought merch, for all the donations. I really appreciate all the support. Hope you enjoyed the new stream graphics. I think they look pretty dope. Have a great night. Peace out. And I'll see you tomorrow night at 9 p.m. EST. Let's get some goodbye music going. What do you want to listen to right now? Trying to find something like good. Like what could put us on a good vibe for tomorrow? Let's go with this. No, let's just go with some Mac Miller, alright? Gonna be a few bad words in the song probably. Have a great night. Peace out.
Everybody please put a thumb in the air. I can't keep count. New kicks give me cushion like whoopee.